What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Fishing with Cletus. However, today we're doing Cooking with Cletus, and today I got a guest star, Chef Jeff. Chef, come on out here and introduce yourself.
How's everybody doing? I'm Chef Jeff. I'm one of Ty's close friends, and today we are going to be making some delicious sliders with eggs with all the ingredients that Cletus so graciously picked up today at the supermarket. I'm super excited to get into this.
Oh, very excited. This is going to make Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg look
nothing. They don't even stand a chance.
First, you got to get your. We're going to be pan frying these here sliders, and you got to get your oven temperature on your stovetop. 5 and 6, somewhere in there. I like to keep it at 6. Keeps it nice and warm.
Yeah, these are real temperatures.
Yes, these are real. I don't know what the heck the real temperature is on it.
No big deal. No big deal. Don't have to worry about it, guys.
All right.
Just cook it however you want.
We're taking these full-size patties. Take the plastic off. Don't want to eat that.
Or do you?
Right
That's
here.
your business.
mean, that's personal preference, I guess. Right there. Cut it in half. See that? Like a little ball.
Wonderful. Mind if I get in on this?
Oh, go on.
Oh, wonderful.
Make a ball.
The beautiful thing about beef in the modern age is you can cook it however you want. See, the benefits is, way back in the dark ages when you had to, cook it very, very carefully. Otherwise, you would get, diseases. You would die at age, 15 instead of the modern age of, 20. So
2 minutes.
The benefit is you can sear this if you want to. You can put it in a quick pan fry, or you can cook it for however long
You can
want.
grill it. I mean, you put it on the grill.
The opportunities with modern beef are essentially endless, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's why we choose beef today.
That is why we choose beef. And now we will be seasoning this with some Lowry salt, and we'll have a dry rub of Montreal steak. They're putting steak seasoning on these hamburgers. And this Lowry salt is a good rub in. We really got to rub it in, get the textures inside. Jeff, what were you saying?
Well, in the modern age, another benefit of having accessible food is we can kind of season these in an impromptu style, if you will. So if we ever get a spark of imagination, we'll be absolutely sure to fill you guys in on what exactly it is we're doing. But right now we're just kind of tenderizing. We're massaging the meat,
getting it nice and tender.
You can't have overly rough sliders, otherwise it doesn't really create a good mouth feel.
It doesn't really slide.
Exactly. It doesn't exactly slide. And that's what we're trying to go for today. Hence the traditional name of sliders. But you got to be careful when you're preparing these. You don't want to over season them. Otherwise, it's going to ruin the natural taste of the beef.
You can always add seasoning. You can't remove it.
Yeah, precisely. You can't remove seasoning, and that can prove fatal for these delicious sliders. And another thing we're trying to make sure of is we got to make 100% sure that we make sure that they complete the dish, because we're also planning on making some eggs to go with it, if I remember correctly.
We will be doing either fried or scrambled, maybe both. Even have some side of eggs and eggs on the side.
Yeah,
sliders.
however you make eggs are delicious, and they go great with a beef like this, a delicious Angus beef.
Sometimes
that's what we are all after here.
Sometimes it's best even to put the seasoning in before you start making the ball, and then you get the seasoning and the insides of it, and you really get to work it in there.
Exactly. That gives it a real integrated taste.
Oh, it makes it just
makes
savory.
all the flavors wake up right in your mouth. Oh, it's phenomenal. I'm excited to hurry up and get these cooked. What about you, Cletus?
Oh, I am starving.
Oh man, me too. I could eat a horse or a cow.
Hey, what? Do you know what they call a cow without any legs?
What do they call a cow without any legs?
They call it ground beef.
Cletus, you're always so funny.
Well, I try,
Wonderful. These are coming out very nicely. I'm gonna be surprised if these turn out to be anything other than delicious.
Well, I strive for excellence on my channel. That's why I'm completely uncut, unedited. It's all authentic.
100% Cletus, 100% of the time.
100% real.
That's how it's gotta be.
American.
Editing videos is for those Yankees up north who like to make gaming montages. Unbelievable.
What is gaming anyway, Jeff? You're more the gamer than two. Why don't you talk about? I don't talk about gaming enough on this channel. Talk about some hot games.
Hey, maybe someday we're gonna have a gaming with Cletus, huh? How do you feel?
Gaming
about
with Cletus, guys. Drop it in the comments. Hit that like button if you want gaming with Cletus. Well, I got my 2 seasoned. How about you?
Wonderful.
All right,
seasoned to perfection.
Let's put these babies on the frying pan.
Beautiful.
Oh, listen to that sizzle.
That gorgeous hiss.
Now, for the eggs.
For the eggs. All right, so what's our plan with these eggs? Do you have any idea on how we're going to cook these?
Let me grab another
Brief intermission.
frying pan here.
Wonderful. We got another frying pan. This one's much smaller, more condensed, so we can create the eggs with a little bit more efficiency.
You see, here we can use these ones here to fry the eggs.
Exactly.
And then right after, we can scramble eggs and have a nice side.
Hey, exactly. See, that's thinking with your brain. That's thinking with your Cletus.
That's thinking with Cletus, guys.
Hey, that's what helps you win tournaments.
That's what helped me qualify for the World Finals, y'all. Those of y'all don't know about that, I might talk about that when we watch these burgers fry here. But now, for my eggs, put the eggs on about the same temp as these burgers, like I said, somewhere in the 5 or 6 range.
And the difference with these is because eggs don't naturally produce their own juice, we're going to have to make sure that we lubricate the pan, otherwise they're going to stick.
That's very true.
And, you know, it's not nice to have sticky eggs because you want sticky sticks, not sticky eggs.
How do you think about lubricating that up with some butter?
Hey, that's home style. That's down
That
south.
that is my grandma's secret ingredient right
Enough
there
of
to
that.
everything.
I've had enough of that Crisco nonsense. I think it's about time we lubricate this pan with some real American butter.
Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget your butter knives, all right? The bigger, the better. When you take that there, take a nice slice. That's toast.
You know, down south we'd still use that. And it's totally normal to drop butter. It happens all the time. You know, it's just one of those quirky things that happens in the kitchen. You just got to move on, keep working with it.
Now,
Make
you can
something
drop
good.
the butter, but don't drop the soap.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think we're getting somewhere, Cletus.
I do too. All right. Now we have 4 burgers. I say we fried up 4 eggs, and you know, if we don't want to put them fried eggs on all the burgers, we'll have some for in the morning.
Wonderful. Who doesn't love some eggs in the morning?
Hell, and if Jeff's still around by morning, we might do a little breakfast video.
Hey, who's to say, right?
Jeff, what are we doing after this? Oh, we're gonna watch the Cowboy Way, right?
Yeah, we're watching the Cowboy Way.
Have you ever
starring
seen
Woody
that movie?
Harrelson. I haven't. I haven't seen
It
the
is
movie
a
yet.
great movie.
But hey, anything with Woody Harrelson in it, I'll watch.
Anything with Woody Harrelson in it is probably gonna be funny.
Oh, of course, of course. Even his more serious roles, still funny.
Oh, love it. Don't know anything about him seriously though.
Me either.
I'm more of like
Don't
a
have to.
Zombieland guy.
Oh, dude. Oh, Zombieland is an
Did you
instant
know they're
classic.
making a Zombieland 2 in 2000?
Are they really?
Yeah.
Are they really? I really hope it doesn't end up being bad.
Really hope it doesn't end up like the first one. Alright, y'all see this? We got the butter over here. Y'all want to make sure you want to get the butter in all parts of the pan.
All over the pan, because that's where the eggs are going to be. And naturally, we've got to make sure we keep it lubricated so the eggs don't stick, as I said before. Where do you keep the spatulas, buddy?
Spatulas. Got that one right there. It's a grease one. That might be the one here. Got one.
I'll wash your eggs.
We got one right here.
Make sure you watch your eggs.
Oh, I think so. Got wash them. No, don't forget to wash your eggs now either. You gotta wash your eggs too, people. You don't want no salmonella.
Yeah, salmonella. And make sure you flip your burgers often. You want to get an even coat of heat across
Just
it
perfect, you know.
instead of making sure you burn them all the way through. Because like I said, it's all about preserving the flavor and making sure that you have a cohesive dish.
He's gonna freehand crack these eggs now.
Like we did back south. It's all about freehand. Everything is very, everything is very traditional in this kitchen.
It's very traditional. Like I like to keep things in my boat. I keep things organized in a traditional method. Now I write on my tackle boxes. Still not very organized in the classroom though. Jeff can back me up on that one. But hey, you know what? I did pass government, and hey, that's all I needed.
That's what it's all about. Now, see, when you're making these, you got to make sure two things. Two things happen here. One in which you don't move them around too much because you don't really need to. It's wasted time. You can put them towards better things. Similarly, you don't want to press down on the patties like a lot of people do in order to cook it faster, because this lets out a lot of its more natural juices.
It's natural flavor.
And we want these sliders to be nice and juicy. It'll pair very nicely with the eggs that we're making. So it's best if you just let it happen naturally, and in time you will have some very, very well cooked, very thorough sliders. And that's what it's all about.
Oh man, I'm gonna be up here. Let's see if we can find that salt. Can't find the salt, so it looks like we're gonna go with a real healthy, non-salted eggs or burger option here. So, I mean,
Nothing
not
wrong
a
with
bad
that.
thing.
Nothing wrong with that. The benefits of not too much salt is, it's too much sodium can be bad. you know, especially for you older folks out there who are definitely watching Cooking with Cletus.
Steve Dial, that one's for you. I know you.
Unfortunately, sometimes too much sodium can be a health detriment. So it's
Uncle
better.
Rico,
Yeah,
that's one for you too.
While salt is beneficial, you don't want to use too much of it because it can also ruin the flavor. And that's no bueno when it comes to cooking something as delicious as this meal.
I'm gonna go on and start preparing the scrambled eggs here.
Yeah, like how do you plan on seasoning these eggs?
Well, you probably don't know this. We just started hanging out this year, but when I do scrambled eggs, I'll crack them over the bowl.
Wonderful.
Make sure there's no eggshells in there. Even though it does add an extra crunch, it does get stuck in your throat from time to time.
Yeah, and you know, there's nothing wrong with a good texture, a nice crunch, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure eggshells aren't incredibly digestible. But, you know, just make sure.
Always make sure there's not any chicks in there too. That'll
That'll
frighten your mama, kids.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with some extra chicks, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you are right, my friend.
And if you couldn't tell, Cletus was kind enough to provide me with
That is the Fishing with a Mission Flat Out Tungsten Autism Awareness shirt. You can get it online at, I believe, either Bruiser Baits or Bass Addiction Gear.
And it's comfortable, it's reliable. I can already tell it's dependable. And
It's dependable. I caught a lot of fish in that shirt when I was down in Florida the past year.
And hey, the main reason he did it was because I have an undershirt on by Nike. And hey, Nike, if you want to sponsor us, go ahead and do so.
If you want to sponsor a boat wrap, I am in the World Finals, Nike. I mean, no big deal, but I will take a nice boat wrap.
Until then, I'm sorry I can't show your logo. So thankfully, this video is brought to you by Autism.
By Flat Out Tungsten, their autistic awareness.
Wonderful.
All right, so now we have these eggs here.
All right, let me check up real quick on these sliders.
Check on those sliders, and I'm going to beat these eggs here.
See that browning? We'll show it to you guys later, but this browning is turning out quite nice. That's the benefit of leaving it in one spot on the plate.
You got to beat your eggs nice and thorough before you decide to scramble them. It's a good way to get them scrambled early on.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. If you leave it and the brown glaze starts to come up, that's where you get most of your flavor without making them too cooked and making the flavor kind of ruined by cooking it too much. Now, Cletus, how are you doing with these eggs?
They're coming along nicely. You know, do you like cheese in your scrambled eggs?
I gotta say, I like cheese in almost anything.
Well, I will make sure to put some cheese in here because I too
Wonderful.
like cheese.
I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that, Cletus.
Right here is our Fiesta Blend cheese, big bag. 2 pounds, wow. That's a lot of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese, Cletus.
And I'll take a little handful here, and then I'll just sprinkle it on in there. That should be about enough for this mix.
Wonderful. I like where this is going, Cletus. I like where this is going.
Got nice and there. It's looking good.
All right. So, what are your plans with this particular fried egg over here? Are you gonna leave it over hard, over easy?
I'm gonna flip it and get it nice and fried on both sides.
Okay.
So that way we don't have to worry about any of the
yolk mishaps.
Yeah, any yolk kind of busting on us. Don't like busting yolks.
And I completely understand and I completely agree.
But now, fun fact for all y'all that I learned from Mr. Dean Brown that most of the protein in eggs is not found in the yolk. It is found in this white stuff right here. Right there, that white stuff we call the albumin.
Although most people prefer to call it the egg white, obviously because it's white. And this is true, yes. A lot of the protein's found outside. That's why people tend to stay away from the yolk itself, because that contains a lot of the natural fats.
That's where most natural fats in eggs come from.
And there's nothing wrong with natural fats, if I may interject real quick, because natural fats, large benefit. As a matter of fact, they're a good source of fuel for your body. Just don't take too much of it.
Well, here's my cup. Burger's looking mighty fine.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the outcome so far. Leave that one on that side real quick, split it brown.
To quote the movie, I want my steaks cooked. Just knock the horns off the steer and wipe his ass and they'll be fine.
Wonderful. I gotta say, I think these are seasoned just slightly enough to make some tasty sliders. And these look about done as well. I'm not super concerned about cooking them all the way through because a little bit of rare is nice in your sliders.
It is a nice chewy texture. It can't be beat.
It leaves a lot of that natural
Would you like
taste.
to put some of the dry rub on the two of them? Have a different taste.
I think I like where that's going, Cletus. I think we should make that happen.
And just a little bit.
Just a little bit, not too much. With dry rubs, they're very potent, very
Here, let's
strong.
show the camera this. Let's show the camera
let's show the
what we're
camera.
putting on.
And as a matter of fact, I'm going to pour something into my hand instead, so it doesn't become overbearing. See, when it comes to dry rubs, they're very potent, very overwhelming at times if you're not careful with how you season your meats. So just be careful with how much you put on there, and make sure that it sets nice and it sets into the meat itself to create a very cohesive, very blended taste. That's how it is. And these are looking mighty fine, if I may say. I'm impressed with how this has turned out so far. This egg looks mighty fine as well.
If you want, you can check it, and if you think it's good, you can take it off that pan and put that other one on.
I'm going to give it just a little bit longer. Let it soak up a little bit of that butter, those natural fats like we talked about.
Tasty. Now let us know in the comments if you'd like a more healthy option for us to cook.
Yeah, and we'll try to make that happen for you.
Or, we can also cook brownies and other types of fun foods.
Absolutely, absolutely. This isn't my red Solo cup.
Did you just drink out of my cup?
No, I didn't. I was this close, though.
You know what? I think drop in the comments. Someone send this video to Snoop Dogg and tell him we're trying to get a cooking show with him. Let's get him on.
Let's get Snoop Dogg to hit us up. I think a collab with Snoop Dogg would be just what this channel needs. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate new people coming by and dropping by fishing with Cletus. Hopefully you guys don't mind the branching out of the content too much. We're just trying out new things, trying to see what works.
As Jeff knows, I'm not very good with computers or technology, so that's why I haven't been able to do any dope fishing videos, because I'm not very good with my GoPro, and I don't have a computer to take the video from the GoPro onto the computer.
Hey, it's all fancy smanchy stuff that we don't actually need. Who needs editing and who needs programs when we have raw, uncut footage of us making sliders? I'd say that's the best content you can get on YouTube. What do you say, Cletus?
I say this too. The only thing better than this
What's that?
is going to be breakfast in the morning.
Oh, I'm excited for breakfast in the morning, Cletus.
You might run to the store around midnight or something, get some bacon and sausage, and make a nice omelet.
That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that right there. Scrambled eggs are coming along rather nicely. All right, we're making great progress. And for those of you that stop by often enough, go ahead and write down in the comments. See how you tell us how you feel about this video. See if you want more of it, less of it. Maybe you want a different type of content to be put on the
Maybe you want us to cook a different type of style of food. Send us Japanese, Chinese,
Portuguese.
Mexican.
Look at these. It's really all. It's all what you guys want. This channel is driven by you guys. So thank you for stopping by.
For the love of the people.
Exactly. We're men of the people. And if you guys want something specific, you want something generic, go ahead, tell us in the comments. We adapt to change. We adapt to people wanting different things. Because that's what
Let me know
about.
if you want Chef Jeff to appear in more videos. I'll even take him fishing in the spring.
I know nothing about fishing, so that might be a good video.
It'll be a great video.
I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, these scrambled eggs come along nice and very nicely. I can see. I see that you added a little bit more cheese to it.
Yes. Always adding the cheese onto a layer, then flipping the eggs again to cover the cheese. This is a nice content.
I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that, Cletus. Seems like you know a thing or two.
Well, I have got to cook breakfast for my dad a couple times. One time I did about 3 o'clock in the morning. He woke up to the smoke alarm. Wasn't too pleased about that.
Hey, we've all been there, right? All right, so in terms of this egg, I personally am going to fry these a little bit better than I probably should. Personally, because I don't really like to have to deal with, yolk dripping down. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the taste necessarily. It's more the texture.
Yeah, the consistency.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to make it all cohesive and solid. That's how I prefer my eggs.
Trick in these scrambled eggs, take a thin slice of butter and drop it right into the middle.
It seems as though this is pretty hard. I'm going to go ahead and put this on one of the mighty fine slider meats we got here. All right, not bad at all. And now, I'm going to go ahead and make the other egg.
Jeff, you still have fifth hour current issues?
I do right now, yeah.
Good.
I have no intention of changing it either.
Same here. Only class I'm planning on changing is first hour Spanish. I'm gonna try and take a real easy course this semester and
Totally get it.
take something like teacher's aid or office aid.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing this entire last semester. Is I've been taking easy classes because
Because-
it's senior year, and who says I should have to try hard?
Oh, exactly. I think I deserve the senioritis award, honestly. When you look at my work ethic in Gov, I didn't do anything except sit there and yell out random things.
This guy scrapes by. He scrapes by, but he doesn't. It's impressive almost.
I scraped by, but in current issues, I'm the one that didn't have to take the final in the end. That's because I'm 18 and I got a lot of extra credit for voting.
Also,
Remember, kids, your vote matters.
your vote matters. Go
And
out
if
and
you-
make a difference.
And if you know Mr. Little's political standpoint, please drop it in the comments.
Please drop it in the comments. We've been trying to figure this out all semester, and he hasn't given us anything. And if you're not from where we're from, don't worry about it.
If you want to know who Mr. Little is, well, maybe one day I'll get good at editing and just edit a picture in there for us.
Or maybe we can get Mr. Little on an episode.
we'll
of
get
Fishing with Cletus.
Mr. Little on episode of Fishing with Cletus or Hunting with Cletus.
Or maybe even cooking with Cletus, gaming with Cletus. We'll see where this takes us.
We'll get Chopper on gaming with Cletus. We'll play. I'll get a Pokemon game with
We'll
Mr.
make it
Chopper.
happen. We can
I
make
will.
it happen.
But we should get Austin in here for a gaming with Cletus episode.
Absolutely, that would be phenomenal. I feel like Austin would make some pretty good content.
That's a little. I'll be smart about this and just scrape these.
It's getting a little warm in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off my my Fishing with Cletus provided shirt. Nike, you get a free one this time. Next time, won't be the case. All right.
And there's the product of those delicious scrambled eggs I just got done making. Those look mighty tasty. Wouldn't you agree?
I absolutely agree. Let's get a camera to take a look at this real quick. Oh baby, look at these.
I'm gonna open this window right here. Let some cool air through.
I can already feel these. These are gonna be awesome. Opened up a window. All right, I see how you go. Let's take a look at this other fried egg we have going on here. All right, looking good. Looking real good. Wonderful. All right.
Got that pan nice and clean.
All right, now we're just kind of waiting on these eggs.
Now, how do you feel about toasting a couple of the buns?
I might be down to toast a few of the buns. I gotta say, that might actually turn out pretty nice, Cletus. I think we should do it. But how are we gonna toast the buns?
This toaster right here.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
You know what? This video is dedicated to this bun.
That particular bun. Look at it.
Look at that special bun.
It's not quite the same
It's
as
like
the
a
rest of them.
pear.
Yeah, it's not quite the same, but you know, we'll still eat it, we'll still love it, because we appreciate differences. Here at Cooking with Cletus, we appreciate when things are different, because that makes them more unique, more interesting. And that's how it is. Ain't that right, Cletus?
That is true, 100%.
And if you hear a popping sound, don't worry about it. The toaster is right next to the camera.
We're so redneck, we're using the toaster to help hold up the camera.
That's how it is here at Cooking with Cletus.
I'm gonna turn this on.
I'll be looking on the other side. We're getting there. Caramelization's looking rather fine.
Oh, that's good to hear. You make sure we clean these pans off for the breakfast video tomorrow.
Absolutely. That breakfast video is what we're driving on here. We're gonna get there.
Oh, it's still slippery over here.
Slippery when wet, huh?
Oh, very true. Now, any other movie suggestions out there that Jeff and I should watch? Please drop in the comments.
Maybe
I still haven't even seen Infinity War, and I know that's out on Netflix now.
Here, we got a new one. How about
Movie time with
Yeah,
Cletus.
how about movie time with Cletus? There's
I'll
an
take one of you every Friday or something. Come over, hang out with Jeff and I, and watch a movie. Seems pretty fair.
Yeah, we'll have special guests.
Special guest stars on Cooking. Jeff will be a permanent resident here on Cooking Cletus unless he can't make it. Look at that. Who couldn't love that face? Eggs looking fine. Coming to the closing here.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost
I'll
complete.
tell you what. Here, let's get that cheese out.
Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to be in your way.
Here is that Colby
cheese
and
slice.
Monterey Jack sliced cheese.
All right. This video is not sponsored by Great Value. Walmart,
No.
hit us up.
Yeah, Walmart, I know you sponsor FLW Pros. Hit me up. I'm better than about half of them anyway. And Skeeter or Basscat, if you're out there watching this, please hit me up. That'd be lovely. Right now, I currently have a 190X Skeeter with a Yamaha 150 on it.
He does.
Looking for power poles or talons. If you're out there listening to this,
All right.
hit me up.
And if any of you other sponsors that are already sponsoring my man here are listening, we love you.
Steve, love you. Uncle Rico, love you.
This video is about you guys and autism.
Jeff, do you want cheese on your burger?
I'll take some cheese on my burger, yeah. I mean, a slider wouldn't be a slider without a nice slice of cheese. Don't you agree?
I do.
All
Ooh,
right,
these are nice and toasty.
All right. All right, we're making some headway with this egg. It's just about finished.
Ha, ha.
Mighty fine, Cletus. Mighty fine. Ah, wonderful.
Oh, God. It's stuck. All right.
Unplug it.
You right? We got a bun that's stuck in here, people. And
We're getting it. We're getting it. Is it the special bun?
no, that thing came out real easy.
See, that's why we encourage difference.
You get the same thing. Eventually, it becomes a pain.
Exactly. Exactly.
All we're waiting on now is the other egg, and we'll be good to go.
We will be good to go, and I think it's just about ready. All right, it's looking a little soft in the middle, but I think we can work with that.
All right, well, you got that one done.
Wonderful. All right. That's looking mighty fine. I think we can work with it.
I'm just realizing I don't got enough buns out.
Make sure you turn off all of your heating elements.
Let's
to make
do
sure
not have any house fires, people.
Yeah, house fires.
We are not responsible.
Yeah. This video is sponsored by House Fires.
I'm gonna put my egg on a non-toasted bun. Oh, that's just not aesthetically pleasing. Put that up there. That right there. Then I'll take the special bun. A little black on it now, even better.
That window you opened made it nice and breezy.
Oh,
in
it
here,
is
Cletus.
nice. And I'll get us a couple forks for those eggs.
Yeah. That's the upside down part of it.
I'll tell you here. Let's try these eggs first of all.
How are they feeling? Is it looking good, Cletus?
Those are some good eggs.
Those are good eggs.
This one.
Okay. Alrighty. Wonderful.
All right, let's take a bite out of the egg.
First, I'm gonna take a nice.
Oh,
Which
don't wanna try
fork
those.
was yours?
Oh, this was mine.
Oh, cool. Take a nice. Mmm. Cletus, you are a master.
These right here is amazing.
Ah, let's take a nice bite.
I'm gonna try toasted bun without egg.
Mmm.
Those are some good burgers.
Still a little warm on that fresh egg, but hey, that's the beauty of it, right?
Oh, it is.
Ah, that is delicious, Cletus.
I do believe we did real good on these.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Seasoning is flawless. It's phenomenal.
I'm gonna take a quick bite out of this one that hasn't been touched by egg.
I'll tell you what, we need to get Miss Shook in here on this.
Shout out to Miss Shook if you're watching this. Miss Shook, we love you.
You should be watching this. Watch for our grammatical errors. Jeff knows I'm full of them, especially when writing a small paragraph in paper.
But that's okay. Cletus is better at other things.
I finished with a B in that class.
A B. Nice.
A high B.
A high B too. See? Cletus.
I'm dumb because I don't try.
Future Rhodes Scholar.
Future K-State angler right here. Future naval man. Let's hear it up for Jeff.
Hey.
Let's drop a naval guy down in the comments, please.
Yeah. Hit us up, Navy guys. We know you love you. All the men and women in uniform. Thanks for doing what you
Bunkers
do.
TV, I know you were in the military. Any advice here for Jeff? Please drop in the comments. That about does it for the show. I'm Cletus. This is my buddy Chef Jeff. Thank you for tuning in today. We'll catch you guys next time. Maybe breakfast tomorrow. Who knows? Peace out.